Yes, I'm aware that this is a big government contract. But I've told them from the very beginning that this is purely experimental and it's going to take some time for us to get results. Well, they did come out of it alive, didn't they? I'm sure at some point they're going to regain some level of consciousness very soon. Yes, I know. But I'm convinced the biggest issue we were facing was the duration. 1 hour is just way too long. For my next subject, I'm going to shorten the length this time. And hold that thought. My next subject just came in. I'll give you a call once this is all done, okay? All right, thank you. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here on time. Why don't we have a seat and we'll get started.
I don't think I've seen you around. What do you teach?
Well, my name is Professor Veras. Well, associate professor, that is. However, I am hoping that with this experiment, I'll be able to remove that subordinate very soon. In the academic world, especially in the field of science, it can be very competitive. And anyone needs to take risks, especially when they're trying to rise in their field of study.
They told me this wouldn't take too long. I have a class at 4 p.m.
No, this shouldn't take too long at all. The important thing is to make sure you remain calm and stay focused. As you may have read in the summary of the experiment, we're working on a consciousness transference experiment at the quantum level. And we've discovered that the mind works on both the molecular and quantum levels. And by making just a few neural adjustments, we can transfer the mind of an individual directly to the subatomic level. In a way, you're just like a mental astronaut.
But I'm not actually going up into space or anything, so there's no risk of anything blowing up.
No, of course not. You'll only just be gone just for 1 minute, so what could happen? But do try to remain calm and be careful, okay? It's not a dream. Your consciousness is in another reality, but physically, you're right here.
But I'm still getting a full 3 hours credit as well as the check, right?
Yes, of course, you will definitely get full credit. And besides, you'll only just be gone just for 1 minute, so the risks of your synaptic nerves and your psyche will be very minimal. However, what you will experience may be the equivalent of a massive dose of LSD or possibly any other hallucinogenic drug.
Sounds like fun. But what if I fall in the other reality? Do I wake up like a dream? I mean, I can't actually hurt myself, can I?
No, of course not. However, we are dealing with the human mind, and you may experience some strange things. Now, there is another factor that just recently came up, the collider incident in Switzerland. I've had some people I've discussed this with, and it has not been fully proven yet, but in this reality, there may be a possibility of intelligence at the quantum level. Now, I've discussed this with other scientists in my field of study, and they've dismissed it as falsified information, but it is still a possibility.
You mean like aliens, right?
Well, you will be the alien, okay? Now, if there is any form of intelligence, which as I said is very unlikely, don't do anything that would frighten them or do anything that would be misconstrued as dangerous.
Okay.
Now, like I said, it's very unlikely anything will happen, especially with the short amount of time that you will be there. Now, unless you have any questions, let's proceed.
Will this hurt at all?
Not physically. You may feel some emotional discomfort. What's going to happen is that your mind is going to emotionally adapt into this new reality, and then it's going to fabricate.
You said just 1 minute, right?
That's right. 1 minute.
If it hurts, what's the sign to stop the experiment?
Well, my other test subjects never showed any sign of emotion or discomfort, and they didn't even make a sound. And besides, you're going to be gone just for 1 minute, and then it'll all be over. Let's begin.
I think I'm here, Professor Barris. Is this what it's supposed to look like? It looks like something made all of this. I mean, I see buildings and lights everywhere. Professor Barris, I think it's been a minute now. I think my time is up.